Hi everyone, Letty here. Today I'm going to share with you a not too shabby shop. This is a design team project where I make 3 cards using the April 2022 box of the month and stamp and die set. So again, that website is nottoshabbyshop.com. Here is their logo and the actual web address. I am on their design team for this term. And so I wanted to go ahead and use some of the items from this month, which is the box of the month and the stamp and die set. These are the only items that are remaining available in the shop. This is Life is Sweet. It's a stamp set. I will link it down below. It has 2 sentiments, life is sweeter with milkshakes. And whipped cream solves everything. And then this is the So Refreshing 6x6 paper pad. This is not available anymore, but I wanted to use it for the paper. And then the Not Too Shabby I Pick You. This is the stamp and die set that Jamie has available still in her shop. I will link it down below. You get the 2 gnomes, the strawberries, the sign, and 3 sentiments, and the coordinating dies. You can buy it separately or together. Here are a couple of hashtags that we had this month with a lot of inspiration using these items. And again, these are what is left over. So I wanted to go ahead and use them to make 3 cards. I'm going to be using Barely Art wet glue. Here is card number 1. So what I did was I die cut out a small circle because I figured I would be covering it up with a larger circle. And you see there where I was using scraps and my edge was not fully, or my paper wasn't big enough to do the full scalloped circle. So what I thought I would do is I would go ahead and layer an additional circle right on top. And then we will cover up that hole that I die cut out because I'm going to use that for another card here in a bit. And then the edge that's not really correct or perfect, I figured I would just trim off. And so I'd have my little scallop circle kind of hanging off of the side. And so this is a neat way of using scraps to still have a fun shape on your card. So here I'm just going to go ahead and trim off the excess and have an even mat. And here's what our little card mat will look like. And you see here, I'm just adding a little bit of extra glue because there was that big hole. So I kind of went a little easy on the glue originally, but now I'm adding plenty of glue. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that mat right down to my card base now. So super fun. And again, you'll see here in a minute where I'm going to be using that circle that I die cut out of this lighter kind of pinkish card mat. So I have already colored and die cut out one of the little gnome characters. This one's the girl, and I'm going to add the little always be sweet sentiment into the little sign. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this down to my card. This stamp set is so cute. I am obsessed with strawberries. I feel like they are in this year big time. I just thought it was so cute. And if you are also a fanatic for strawberries, you definitely want to check out this stamp and die set because it is so cute. I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of additional little strawberries that I've also stamped, colored, and die cut out into the 2 little open areas of this card. So I've got, I'm using actually some of the sizes of the strawberries, and from this stamp and die set, you do get 3 different sizes of strawberries. So I'm using a kind of a mix of different sizes of strawberries, and I'm adding in the little flower as well. So I thought it just turned out super cute. And I have added glossy accents to the strawberries on these images. So when I pick up the card, which is card number 1 right here, you can kind of see where it shines just like that. So now we're on to card number 2. I am literally just using some scraps here. So I had 2 scraps. The larger one is the full width of the card base. You see there, that's the backing that I had already die cut out to use. I figured I would not waste it. And I went ahead and die cut out that circle, and I'm going to add it with a sentiment onto this card. So again, the larger piece is the size of the card mat, which would be 5 1/4 inches long or high, and then I'm just adding a smaller scrap onto my card. And you'll see here they're not exactly going to cover the full length of the card, but I figured I would just go ahead and layer on some of these fun elements, add some of the strawberries, and it would be fine. So here is the boy gnome from this stamp and die set. I've colored him as well. I have also used some glossy accents on the strawberries just to make them super shiny. I'm going to go ahead and add my stamped sentiment right onto this stitch circle to have a little bit of a layered background. And again, that was the circle that I die cut out of the first card mat that I had in card number 1. So you're able to repurpose that and really kind of maximize your paper. So here I'm adding a couple of the strawberries plus a flower in each of the corners, again, where I have some open space. I'm just kind of mixing and matching to where I feel like what's aesthetically pleasing, and then I'm going to glue them down with the Barely Art wet glue. So again, this stamp set is super cute, and if you are a big fan of strawberries, it is definitely one you want to pick up. This is a Not Too Shabby exclusive. Once it's gone, it is gone. I will definitely link it down below so you can check it out in case you are interested. I also do have a discount code that I'll link down below that you can use in the shop. There are some exclusions to the discount code, but you definitely could use it for most of the items in the shop. So here is card number 2. Super fun. And again, you see those glossy accents, nice and shiny. Super, super fun. Now here is card number 3. I'm going to use, again, an A2 size card base. And I'm using the little milkshake image that comes from that Life is Sweet stamp set. It is one that is literally the only piece that's left over and able to be purchased from the Not Too Shabby shop that came from that Box of the Month kit. So you definitely want to hop on over to the Not Too Shabby shop if you are interested in that stamp set, so you can get it while it is still available. It is still in the shop, and again, you can stack that discount code that I'll link down below in case you want to get a little bit of a discount on the stamp set itself. I had this little scrap of the paper that has these gorgeous strawberries on it, so I went ahead and glued that down to the mat. The scrap itself is about 5 1/4 long and around 1 inch wide. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my stamped image of the little milkshake right here in the corner. And then I'm going to glue down the stamped sentiment that I used from these stamp sets from this Box of the Month right into the top corner of this card base or card mat. So, and then I'll just finish it off with a few of these strawberries. I have 5 total. I'm going to put 3 towards the bottom and then 2 towards the top. And I'm just going to glue them down with my Barely Art glue just to finish out the embellishment of this card. And the neat thing about this little milkshake drink is that you can really kind of jazz it up. If you added some some lemons, you could make lemonade. If you could add additional fruit right on top of it and really make it like a fun, fruity drink. You've got so many little options with this stamp set. It really is just a really cute stamp set. And I added the glossy accents to make the strawberries pop and the blueberries. I thought that was super, super fun. So here is card number 3. Super fun. Look at all those glossy accents. So here's a final recap of what we made today. So this is the NotTooShabbyShop.com. I used the April 2022 Box of the Month and Stamp and Die sets. These are Not Too Shabby exclusives you can only find in their shop. We made 3 cards. Here's card number 1. And I did use some glossy accents to make the strawberries and the fruit really pop and really, really shiny. And then that was card number 2. And here is card number 3. So super, super fun. I had a ton of fun making these. I will link the website link and a coupon code down below in the description box in case you're interested. Here was that stamp set that's called Life is Sweet. That's still available in the Not Too Shabby shop as of the making of this video. And then here is the I Pick You Stamp and Die set, again, that you can purchase either individually or together. Here are again the hashtags to get some more inspiration, and again I will link the website link and a coupon code down below in case you're interested. Thanks for visiting, everyone. Hope you subscribe, like this video, follow me on Instagram. Here's a couple videos I think you might enjoy, and happy crafting!